Hey, welcome to another episode of the Not Scrum Done podcast. I'm your co-host, Adriana Marshall, and that's my amazing co-host.
Grand Scrum Master Scott, everyone. Greetings.
Today, we're going over a subscriber question, and I thought this question was a lot of fun. So the subscriber says, last year in the job interview, they asked me if I could change one thing in Scrum, what would I change? Adriana and Scott, I'd like to hear your answer. All right, we're going to start with you, Scott.
I'm going to have to go with the 2020 version now says that we as Scrum Masters are true leaders. To me, that is very vague. What is a true leader? That kind of reminds me of abstract art. Art is in the eye of the beholder, right? Of what that abstract art is. I like the 2017 guide where it actually talked about we as Scrum Masters act as servant leaders. Okay, I can sink my teeth into that. I can see, touch, feel that kind of cuts down the ambiguity a little bit. But true leader, that's relative. That would be the one thing I would change.
I think for me, I would change the sprint review section. In 2017, there were an immense amount of details about what you can include in the sprint review. So the attendees are invited by the product owner. The product owner explains what product backlog items have been done. It gave a lot of specifics. For someone that is brand new to Scrum, it's a really great guideline. Now, in my class, and I believe in your class as well, Scott, we go over those specifics. You don't have to do it, but if you're brand new to Scrum, it's really easy to say, here's a really great option and give people some guidance. And I think a lot of times people are so confused by the sprint review, they tend to say, oh, it's a demo. They tend to change it and reduce it.
As you was talking about the sprint review in the 2017 Scrum Guide, everything you said is spot on point. Still thinking about the person that may be new or you're not sure what to do. Go to the 2017 Scrum Guide, look up backlog refinement, and it is a huge section in terms of different ways that you can approach doing backlog refinement. Who does it? So again, just use it as a framework. And the reason, of course, that's not in the 2020 Scrum Guide is now we've gone from self-organizing to self-managing. We want the team to come up with ideas and things that they can do on their own. Those things were originally put in the Scrum Guide for you to, as a starter. But what happened was teams fell in love with it and you're still doing the same old thing from years ago. Those 3 questions in daily Scrum, right? Exactly. So for those of you who are new or just need a refresher or just lost, want to switch things up, go back to the 2017 Scrum Guide and look at those two, the sprint review and backlog refinement. Now keep in mind, backlog refinement is optional, always have been. Now, sometimes a Scrum Master may ask me how much time I should use for backlog refinement. All that information is in the 2017 Scrum Guide. You might have heard 10%. Where are people getting this 10% from? The 2017 Scrum Guide. So check it out. Andriana.
Yes. And Scott, you usually ask this question, but have you read your Scrum guide today? It's
Both
usually something
versions.
you would ask. At least be on the 2020, right? That's the most important right now. Some of the older ones will give you some different perspective, different insight, and then you can look up why. We gave you some examples on why some of these things did change. Trying not to be too prescriptive. I think you made a really great point that some people are still using those same 3 questions and saying, we have to do this, when no, you don't. And it always said that it was optional. It was just an idea. So if you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe. We roll out videos every week. Also, make sure you join our email list. We are sending exclusives to our email subscribers, so make sure you don't miss anything. And if you made it to the end of this video, that means you have an attention span greater than a goldfish.
Be legendary, everyone, but not Scrum Done. Have an amazing day.